want an ice cream, but I'm not. I've got a. There he is. Look, I got him on film. Yeah, I've got the GoPro going. We're not allowed to work in a cow paddock. Yep. He's not. He's going to stop out in front of my place. No, go away. My daughter found a seashell in one of these the other day. Old rock. That chunk there. It's rolled all the way down the river. Check this old eagle nest gum tree out. It's been here since Aboriginal time. Or before us, I should say. That was a big orange goldfish, but it's a big orange bin lid. Now, I come down here the other day and it was barely trickling. They must be letting a lot of water out of Warragamba again, because that's yeah, it was just a gentle eddy here. That's why I come down to fish that corner. I come down for a walk too, just to explore. This is almost uncharted compared to what it was like a year ago. And I've seen this river system in my lifetime. I've seen it change several times, but this is the most devastating. Remember the flood footage I showed you earlier this year? And this is just overburdened, this sand. See how the bin's buried in it? You know, I'll go for a walk and a bit of a fish. Now, I was going to fish with a floating worms down there this morning, and then like I got carried away working on our little veggie garden. We'll come down here now, and there's no way you could have done that. So they must be letting water out. At least it's good clean water though. So this is a natural rise coming up the whole river system. We're coming into a new moon. So within weeks, I'll start to film now, and in weeks you're going to see this whole Hawkesbury system come alive. This flood's dragged boulders down from up the top of the mountain. It's ripped the inside of the mountain out and brought it down here. It's just all sand that was probably once water. Shows the power of Mother Nature when you build a big city on a floodplain. On the bright side, look at the all the bank fishing we're going to have this year. And this is really running hard because of extra water flow. This isn't your normal flow, it's just nice. But imagine going down that in a canoe or an airbed. And tons of spots to set little camps up and fish. Especially if you like your coarse fishing. There's definitely a nice reverse eddy here. Come spring, this place like this will just stack up. It's just going to be visual. You watch them just about here, smack. The first sign that we need to see is like the herring start to sparkle and those little kingfisher birds start flying around. Don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I love it when these you get these landlocked lakes after the floods. You see it's cut through there, created this. So why is all that water red? Maybe just the decay of all the vegetation. It shouldn't be that colour. Wow. See, the lake should look like that. There. See what's made that all orange. I don't know if you've noticed there's very little local pollution at the moment. In the way of plastics, there's a few beer bottle scrubs have left. But that flood cleaned everything out. Interesting to see how long it takes before there's all plastic through these trees again. What's happened here? Why are you so red? Oh, it's sand all around. These are the sort of ponds that mullet get caught in. Become fun. Whoa. Stick dropped on the rod. Already spooked. This isn't really a fishing video today, it's more the start, I'm calling it an early start to bass season. I know my odds are much higher further up the river, but I thought I'll start in my local LGA, which is all I'm allowed to play in, and start exploring it, especially after this last flood. Done this to the banks here. Can you imagine what it's done to the actual river? Like how many spots like what I'm going into now are underwater. And then look at the log piles and everything, they're going to be submerged. All this will be under the water as well. I think there's trees out there. I think that's what's left of Clark Island. The island's gone. No. Could it? I mean, look at this for fishing this summer, boys. It's really good spots to camp everywhere. Till the fire bands hit, look at all the firewood. I've just got about 8 of the tiniest little donks in a row, all the way back to the bank. Oh, well, no, not a birdie. Oh, yes, it is too. No. Please don't big and nasty one. Why is it you always get one of these just when you get a bite? There you see there's a bowway come right up to the bank. Does it come across there? It's fishy. Don't know what they are. I'll fix my tangle up. It's quite strange because this is the red lakes on the other side there. There's a little tail creek, beautiful. Looks fishy as here. There it starts to go red here. Look. Green. Red. So we're going to wake one up. Oh, that's the sound. I know like this is also red. I noticed the main river's got a bit of this red in it too. Must be from something. Because it was one just natural big fish traps and maybe... No, nothing to live in it now. I'm just curious. Last couple of floods, there's been a creek cutting across here. Never really been there before. That's putrid, that is. Look. A rare opportunity to walk through this scrub because there'll be so much thistle and stinging nettle and vine and stuff come up through it. He's trying to make a new creek through there. Pretty sure there is one. Well, this might be it. Oh, it's nice just to get out of the house. The bass are an excuse. Ooh. It's got fur in that. The bass are an excuse just to get out and walk. Because I'm stuck in my own LGA. This is all I've got till season starts. Well, I've got to explore the whole area, so let's do a few videos and show you what we've got to look forward to. Look at that. I am impressed with this, the rubbish. It's easy to pick a piece of rubbish up and put it in my pocket. And there's very little about. Just hope that by the end of this year this is going to look the same. I think there's a creek along there now. So I'm going to get to it. Oh, just devastation. I've seen all the big floods since I've grown up, since I was born. This one, it's not the volume of water, it's the speed it come down. Oh. Walk around in circles to get out of here. That's another piece of rubbish. How easy is that? Put it in my pocket. Boy. In the pocket. This is not bad. I've seen it worse. Oh, more rubbish. This is good. I mean, I walk past mountains and mountains of rubbish. When I finally come down a creek and see just 3 or 4 or 5 pieces laying on the ground, I'll pick them up. There's another bit. I mean, it's a pocket full. No, I'm walking over pieces I'm missing, but it stares at me, it goes in my pocket. This day wasn't a total loss. You can't call this a loss. Gorgeous. Look at all this open space. Guys, this is a destination to go to this summer. Look at the ball. There'll be people everywhere. And so what? People everywhere anyway. This is the old riverbed. As a kid, I used to catch bass up there in that paddock. Now, it's way over there. Another rainbow. Look at that. All the way down. How cool is that? There's a lot of red here at the start of this too. Don't know what from. Grass doesn't grow on a busy path, so as soon as all this starts moving, means the fish are coming up here. When all that red slime disappears, means the bass are running. There's that red again on the edge here. Clean water coming down, but just these puddles and pools just metal, isn't it? It's clearly toxic, but hopefully it'll just burn off, come summer, disappear. It's purple. The river itself is fantastic. It's just around the edges here. Get up the bank. I'm not walking in there for you. Jeez. Normally frog eggs you're looking at in this stuff, not this slime. Breathe. Okay, picnic, but clean up. And the bickies for the breed. Stick your breed in your bin. There's a cut through there and a creek, and it swings around that way, and I never got to it, so when I come back down I'm going to go down and through all that, see what it's done. There's got to be a bit of permanent water in that. It feeds from the whole valley right through there. It's amazing, that flood that we had, the water level of the flood was, you would have seen on my videos, just